Hello guys, how you doing? Welcome back to Sim UK. This is, I don't quite know how to pronounce it. IXION? IXION? Something like that. So this is the prologue, or as we used to call them back in the day, a demo. Take a quick look at the settings. English, cursor lock is off. I'm going to turn that on. Tutorials on. So the F keys are for the camera, space is pause, R and C to rotate, 4K, now I'm going to have to turn music off because music companies seem to think that they own the entire video if there's any of their music in it, which is a real shame because one of the big things about IXION is the music behind it. But I cannot afford to have any more strikes on my channel, so I'll have to play in complete silence, which kind of doesn't do the game as much justice, unfortunately. So I haven't looked at this at all. This is the first time I've loaded it up. It's very much an experimentation review, and I'll just say what I see and see what the game has to offer.
Control, we have typing clearance for shuttle launch. Initiate Stanford protocol.
Clear procedures, check. Guidance go.
EA algorithm online.
Batista safety protocol, check.
Launch control to EMB Charon. All systems are go.
Launch is imminent. Personnel are instructed to evacuate the launch pad. Welcome on board, passengers.
Well, what a start. That was incredible. Totally immersed, totally engaged.
EMV Charon is now docked. Sector 1 empowered and pressurized.
Wow,
Munchie decontamination protocol online. Disembarkation authorized. Message to crew members. Welcome on board the Tycoon, property of Dolus Aerospace Engineering Corporation. You will soon be given your assignments, but until then, please continue to wait near the docking bay. We hope you have a productive voyage, and would like to thank you for your contribution towards humanity's future. Administrator, I am Eden, the personal assistant installed on board the Tycoon. In accordance with the Munchie Protocol, I have been designed to take into consideration your complete psychological profile so that I may more accurately respond to any needs you may have. My primary purpose is to ensure the Tycoon's automated systems function efficiently. I will keep track of the tasks that are necessary for you to fulfill your prerogative of reaching Proxima Centauri and carrying out field research, mining operations, manufacturing protocols, and Dolos colonization tests.
Right. A lot to take on board, but okay.
Administrator, I wanted to introduce you to your first tasks personally. I'm Dolos' cryonics lead, Marduk Council member Giovanni Battista. So, let's see. Your first objective will be to begin setting up essential infrastructure aboard the Tycoon, meeting the environmental conditions that are required to support your crew. Having laid these foundations, you will then oversee the installation of the Vole engine and perform a short test jump to Proxima Centauri. Upon arrival, your research teams will carry out a brief survey of local space, gather a few rock and coal dust samples, fire up the colonization protocol, begin building the foundations for mankind's future, yada yada yada. And then you'll come back. Now, in order to achieve this, you'll need to familiarize yourself with the Tycoon's core functions. It's no big deal. There's the production, stockpiling and distribution of resources, construction, balancing of power output with allocation. Oh, and space exploration, setting out expeditions and all that. Basically, everything needed to establish scientific advancement and harmonious autonomy on board the Tycoon following the first test of its Vole engine. Eden's gonna display and keep track of your main objectives. Oh, and Administrator, don't let the position go to your head. Veneer has insisted to center Dolos' focus on the Tycoon, but this mission is just in preparation for our next project, the Protagoras. The Marduk Council worked damn hard to pull this mission together ahead of schedule. So, toe the line, do as you're told, and bring the Tycoon back in one piece. Leave the grand gestures and saving of mankind from ecosystemic destruction to us, okay? One last word of advice. We don't all think like Veneer Dolos. As of yet, no human law has been officially established amongst the stars. That sounds like an opportunity knocking to me.
Right. Goodness me. New objective, foundations for the future. So, these look like resources, and I need to build a road to connect them all. Like that. Xion features 3 different player views: the interior view, the exterior view, and the planetary system map. You can switch between views via the navigation panel located in the bottom right hand corner. Okay. F1. This view shows the interior of the station where most of the action happens. This view is for tweaking structural improvements and enjoying the site's space travel. Yes, nice. This view allows you to move through and explore the solar system with the Tycoon station and your various exploration ships. Camera controls. WASD, you can pan the camera to the left or right to navigate through the station by holding the right mouse button whilst moving your mouse. At a closer zoom level, you can also pan forward and backwards. You can use the mouse to zoom in and out, and if you zoom out too far or far enough, then you will enter the exterior view. You can also rotate the camera by holding the middle mouse button or by pressing Q/E. Excellent. Same thing for outside. Same thing for the planetary system map. Okay, buildings. What have we got here? Buildings are the core elements of the station. They help you fulfill the station's population needs. They also transform, store and move resources required for maintaining the T-Con station. Buildings have to be constructed. Constructing a building requires resources. All buildings cost a varying amount of alloy, and some can also cost electronics. Newly constructed buildings require a certain amount of power to be activated. The available power is provided by the T-Con station and can be increased. Activating a building increases the required number of workers within a sector. Having enough workers to operate all active buildings is essential to maintain station safety. Okay. Buildings can be placed on the grid of a sector when they are not overlapping with an existing structure or a road. Buildings can also be dismantled by clicking the corresponding icon. Accessible from the construction menu. Dismantling a building will refund its alloy and electronic costs. Buildings can be rotated with the R key or with the mouse wheel. Buildings must be connected to a road. This is made possible by having at least one of their entries overlapping a road tile. When your building has been placed, the construction process begins. Stockpiles will send resource transporters to deliver the correct amount of alloy and electronics to the construction site. Then any active workshop will send a mech to assemble the building. The bigger the building, the longer it will take to assemble. The road network is the main way to transport goods from one location to another in your station. They cost no resources and take little time to build. Roads can be built and destroyed by clicking the corresponding icons accessible from the construction menu. Workshops need to be linked to construction sites for the worker mechs to be able to reach them. Stockpiles need to be linked to construction sites and buildings that need resources for the transporters to be able to remove and drop off resources at the intended sites. Even though you only have one sector available at the beginning, the T-Con station is divided into 6 different sectors. Sectors are the constructible areas of the station. Each sector is independent and separated by a gateway. They can be accessed by panning the camera left or right, or by directly clicking on the corresponding minimap location in the bottom left-hand corner. Each sector has a constructible area of 1,680 tiles, 56 by 30. The top bar displays the stored resources for the current sector below their global available quantity. Each sector has a dedicated panel displaying information unique to that sector: available water, power consumption, population, work conditions, status. New sectors can be unlocked by spending copious amounts of resources to force entry. Cool. The minimap is an overview of all sectors in the T-Con. It is located in the bottom left of the screen. Left of the screen next to the sector view. You can access each sector quickly by directly clicking on them on this map. Battery charge is displayed in the inner section of the map. When a sector's battery bar is full, the batteries in said sector are completely charged. Okay, so I think I've constructed some roads. This is Sector 1. Consumption, we're consuming 14 power. We have the capacity for 60. Water is obtained by transforming ice. It is produced and stored in a water station. Water cannot be moved between sectors and is required for several food production buildings. Okay. Am I building a road though? Is it just happening really slowly? There's a little light gone up there. Sector workplace safety is optimal. Workers needed in Sector 12. Active workers in Sector 85. It's still telling me that there's no road connecting. Okay. Build a workshop. Alrighty. How do I build a workshop? That is a workshop. Oh wow. It's going to take a little bit of time getting used to that. That's weird. But also quite cool. Okay, I think I screwed that up. Because I haven't built a road. Oh, hang on. There we go. We're up and running. Now we're getting some roads built. So we've got to build a stockpile. And let's go right ahead and extend that road. I can't quite see. There is space there. So you have to double click to confirm a road, it seems. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. Set the stockpile to store alloy. Okay. Let's put the road in now. Collect 40 alloy. That shouldn't take too long. If they get rid of this bit here, I'll be able to connect these two roads up and then we'll be laughing. I'm not sure where these are coming from, these trucks. They sort of appear here. But anyway, that's 30 alloy already, look. Resources are the components for nearly every craft on the Tiquan. Alloy, used for building and maintenance. Polymer, used for spaceships and solar panels. Electronics, used for advanced construction. Food, used to feed the population. Cryonic pods, used to gain crew members. Interesting. Science points, used to research new technologies. Iron can be converted to alloy. Carbon can be converted to polymer, silicon can be converted to electronics, hydrogen can be converted into power, ice can be converted into water to sustain crops, waste can be recycled into other resources. Resources need to be stored in stockpiles. Stockpiles can only store one type of resource at a time and have an upgraded maximum capacity. The stockpile cannot interact directly with another sector. You will need to transfer the resources. Supplies have been left by Dolos in the Tiquan in order to finish construction of the station's facilities, in order to harvest supplies. A stockpile has to have a resource set. Okay, so it won't collect anything unless it's set. Resource transporters will transfer the supplies to the stockpile until the source is depleted. Each stockpile has dedicated transporter vehicles starting at 5. Transporters move resources from stockpile to locations requiring the resources. Local transporters, in red, cannot go to other sectors, while freight transporters, in yellow, will only tend to resource transfers between sectors. Okay. Right. So why is that stopped at 30 then, I wonder? There's alloy right there. Oh, I have to click on it? Oh, I control what they collect. I'm not sure it told me that, did it? So they're going to take all of this, which will clear the space, and then I can put that road in. Here comes a little buggy, look, all the way round. To be fair, I thought it was going to take longer than that. So that's us pretty much done then. How much can you store? Only 100. Okay. So what would you have me do now? Do you want me to just fill it up? Oh, now we can have 300.
Administrator, I have established a connection with Dolus's lead data scientist, Emma Klein.
Okay.
Administrator, Mr. Dolos has made it abundantly clear when it comes to security. Given the importance of the Tycoon, we must have full control over what is happening inside the station. My name is Emma Klein, Dolos's lead data scientist and member of the Marduk Council. My department have just completed final synchronization between Eden and our data treatment tool, the DLS. The DLS, or Data Listening System, is capable of scanning, recording, and parsing exchanges of any kind. The DLS programming that is a part of Eden will filter all data collected and bring to your attention only the most relevant information. It will also provide you with a condensed overview of any situations that may arise and formulate potential future outcomes. It will permit you to give direct orders without having to go through additional unnecessary paperwork. Eden will then take care of everything via their DLS accreditation. As is often the case with tools produced by my department, I think you'll find that once you start using the DLS, you'll never be able to do without it. Oh, and before I let you go ahead and start writing history, Dr. Munchie, our lead medical expert, wanted me to bring to your attention a possible side effect of Vole jumping. Whilst there is a correlation between prolonged space travel and the development of early onset dementia, he believes that a Vole jump has the potential to accelerate this process, although this is yet to be proven. His recommendation is for you to immediately send any crew members that are exhibiting uncharacteristic or symptomatic behavior to an infirmary, as these facilities are equipped to treat the mind as well as the body. Remember that all of your actions and choices are being recorded by Eden. We are not affiliated with any national or even international organization. The only people that you are answerable to are those of us who sit on the Marduk Council, who represent the collective interests and ambitions of the company.
This is brilliant. I'm loving this. New objective, communal dining. So, wait a minute. Resolve the event, communal dining in stockpile, small. So you want me to build... That's housing. Docking bay. Food. Prepares up to 10 food for up to 100 crew members every 0.5 cycles. Health, infirmary. Okay, so that's one of the things she wanted us to build, so let's just squeeze that in over here. That'll bring down this. Wow, that only took 5. No, it's going to take 40. Okay. And then we can refill it. But I think what I need to do... Communal dining in stockpile is small. Communal dining. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Obviously she's talking about this. Click on the magnifying glass. Okay. Tiquan, I'm going to get this wrong every time. Tiquan crew members currently do have no means of collecting food supplies from storage. Analysis suggests impending crisis due to an influx of hungry crew, and subsequent accident rates are predicted to rise by 64.7%. Bloody hell. Nyanko's social ecosystem theory suggests that refectories can be used to both ration and distribute food provisions in a still habitation setting. As a commitment to providing food for the crew would reaffirm your position as a competent administrator. Okay. So I've got to build a refectory. But I see it. I see it, I see it. Put it right in the middle so everybody can get to it. This game is super cool. I haven't even zoomed in yet. What's weird though is that you can't... Oh yeah, should we have a look outside? Look at that. Wow. Oh, I went too far. So this is basically where everyone is living, and we're basically the manager of it. Look at that. Beautiful earth is below us. That is very cool. But you can't really sort of zoom in. Like if I wanted to look at these buildings, you can't really do that. You're limited. But that's okay, I suppose. Alright, looks like this is up and running. A few people in there eating away. Build a second stockpile. Was that food? I think that might be food. If that's food, that could really help us out. I'm a bit ahead of the curve by building that, but she did say it's going to sort of cause 70%... Oh, nice. That is food. So we were about to get access to 300 units of food. That's very cool. And this only holds 100, so... It's going to be instantly overloaded, but that's okay. Worst things happen at sea. Interestingly, that green icon goes to here and not this. Incoming transmission.
Administrator, I have an incoming transmission from Marduk Council member Henry Bargeville.
Okay.
Bonjour, Administrator.
Bonjour.
What a wonderful day to embrace our fate, don't you think?
Oui, oui.
I'm Henri Bargeville, writer, philosopher, lobbyist, but most of all member of the Marduk Council. I have taken the liberty of personally arranging an exchange out of courtesy with the Oceanabe, a ship in high orbit belonging to one of our commercial allies, the Ashtongites. Even though they are a small organization, the Ashtongites are important partners who share the same pragmatic, moralistic, and spiritual outlook as we do. The Oceanabe will provide us with a source of food whilst carrying out the Tycoon's initial testing. By making it the first exclusive trade partner of the Tycoon, we will demonstrate to our long-term allies that Dolos wishes for them to share in our successes. Please assign a cargo ship so that we can check the trade routines. Administrator, trust in genetic connectors. Serve similar space will reveal the pattern.
Okay, very enlightening. Interactions on the planetary system map are mainly via use of science ships. You can send ships to planets by clicking towards points of interest on the map. Once on site, clicking the event icon will enable you to instruct the team on how to proceed. Science ships collect science points through events, allowing you to advance in the technology tree. Losing a ship team member will make resolution of events slower. To replenish a crew, your ships will have to return to the Tiquan. Roger that. Some crew members have had no quarters to live in. During human history, unnecessary homelessness has always been an indicator of civilization decay. Don't reproduce humanity's basic mistakes on board the Tiquan. Yeah. It's a fair request. Let's get in there and build some housing. Okay. How many people does that house? 15. And we've got how many people? 85. So we're going to need a few of these, aren't we? Perfect. Look at that. I may be using all my resources though, in a way that I shouldn't. I don't know. Right, so now I've got to construct a cargo ship in the docking bay. And a science ship. And we need some of these. Feed 200 crew members. I've done 40 out of 200. Provide enough housing for your crew. Oh, okay, that was the next objective anyway. Perfect. So I can see we've got some resources here. So I suspect I'm going to need... I don't know actually. Okay, so I do need a stockpile. If I grab another stockpile and plonk it down there, and then as soon as that's built I can log on to that. I can see some more resources here. And I think that'll probably do for now. So are these being built? No, because we don't have the necessary components yet. So I want you to grab polymer. 10 units there, 40 units there, 50 units there. Right, that's the housing sorted. That's going to take a little while. Something's going on. There you go, the cargo ship is being built. Look at that. Wish I could zoom in and look at it a bit more detail, but can't seem to move the view up this way at all. But okay, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh no. 1 crew member died of starvation. 11 crew died of starvation. Seriously? Tutorial harvesting. Harvesting. In order to retrieve resources for the Tiquan, you will need a fleet. Your fleet is composed of cargo ships which transport resources and mining ships that extract resources. Your fleet is semi-automated and needs orders to function. You can order cargo ships to retrieve up to 3 different resources with varying priority and order mining ships to drill 1 resource at a time. That's a mining ship. Okay. 13 crew died of starvation. Why are they starving? I don't understand. I know we don't have any food storage. Why can't I clicked on the box, not the icon. What an idiot. So we're down to 60 people now. We need 59 workers. That's not good. We're not in a good spot here at all. I made a mistake there. That cost me quite a bit. More crew have died. We're down to 53 people. Crap. Starvation. Oh, I'm going to lose my entire crew because I didn't click on the right thing. So, can I get fleet management? Okay. We have 1 cargo ship. Right. So we're just outside of the moon. The moon has an abandoned base camp. Summary of intelligence collected from the abandoned base camp. The base is out of commission. Auxiliary systems are operational and may be used to restore power. There is an average probability of finding resources. Okay. And there goes the science ship. Oh god, more people are dying of starvation.
Science ship has arrived at destination.
Summary of intelligence collected from the abandoned base camp. The base is out of commission, auxiliary systems are operational and may be used to restore power. There is an average probability of finding resources. Transmission from the Hopes team. We have reached the UN base using the provided coordinates. It is abandoned and depressurized, but the video surveillance system is still functional, awaiting orders. Yeah, exploit the security vulnerabilities. Hacking into the surveillance system, the Hopes team will find a way to access core systems and retrieve any confidential science data present. That seems like the best idea. Okay. So I've lost so many, I've lost like half of my people. I think what I need to do now... Nope, that's an infirmary.
The science ship team has completed a task.
Okay. So they were hacking. Transmission from the Hope's team. We hacked into the main computer systems, as you ordered, and found several relevant research papers and datasets. We hacked into the main computer system, as you ordered, found several relevant research papers and datasets. Okay. Okay. So, should I now dismantle the camp? I guess I should. I'm not entirely sure. I was hoping to figure out how to reproduce some people, but I don't think I can. There's a tech lab. Oh god, that's big. Let's whack that there. So, I've got to configure this ship to collect food. And I guess that's just off doing that? I don't know. Looks like it is, yeah. So it's grabbing more and more food. Okay, good. No starvation so far. The science ship Hope has retrieved all science from the moon. So have we resolved the moon event? Okay. The camp has been dismantled. Although much of the equipment was damaged, we were able to prepare some usable resources for extraction. Excellent. So 36 seconds for that. Incoming transmission.
I have an incoming transmission from Vole's head of medicine, Dr. Abhinav Munshi.
Greetings, Administrator.
Greetings.
I'm Dr. Abhinav Munshi, Dolo's expert in compartmentalism and medicine, and a member of the Marduk Council. I'm glad to finally meet you, even in this digital manner. Your psychological test results were quite impressive. My friend and colleague, Philip Stanford, couldn't be here today, so I will take the role of introducing you to the final stages of the Vole engine integration. Before we get into that, however, we would like you to complete the testing station's exploration and enhancement capabilities. You'll then be able to begin researching the EVA airlock and assess its compatibility with the Tycoon's core systems. I hope that the work of our team will ensure that you are equipped to deal with most situations you encounter up there. Before I leave you, Stanford would like me to remind you that space is a far less fanciful and forgiving environment than science fiction would have us believe. It would be wise to remember that.
Yes, indeed. Okay, good. So I think science ship Hope has finished and can now return to the base. Yeah? Have I just sent that to Earth? I have sent that to Earth. I didn't mean to send that to Earth. Okay, let's just press on. With the tech lab, you have access to the technology tree. The tech lab generates science points passively, but the main way to earn science points is through space exploration. Researching new technology requires science and time. Make sure to spend your science points wisely. A docking bay, for example, most technologies can be upgraded. The docking bay can build and deploy a variety of vessels into space to complete specific missions. Okay. How do I get Hope to come back? to the base? I don't know. I don't know how to get the science ship to come back. I really don't. Okay, so we've almost got a science section. Build the tech lab. That's what that is, right? Yeah. So we're almost there. What are we lacking? Do we need more resources? That's what it was. I'm liking this game. Cycle 43. A single unit represents one revolution of the station. That's pretty cool. Okay, this should be it now. Oh, two more. Two more. We've got just enough workers. 6 workers more than we desperately need. But once this is built, does that mean we're going to have not enough? Probably. Find out soon enough. We're very low on alloy. Mars, healthy competition. Summary of intelligence concerning Mars probe reports. The UN have established a facility on Mars. They are currently lacking the materials required to repair a critical fault in their oxygen supply system. They have submitted an official request to Dolos for aid. Waiting for a science ship. Well, let's not sit there doing nothing. Let's send them a science ship. Why not? Still very much learning this game. But also liking it huge amounts. Reports are being received relating to the Berejavik-Klein optimization protocols on board the Tiquan. They indicate that the Tiquan crew members are being overworked, and although, see, I knew it, although Dolos employment contracts are designed to provide a high degree of flexibility, it is beginning to take its toll on morale. It would be pragmatic to deploy additional crew members, thank goodness, or reduce the number of... Right. Request additional staff from the Ushanabi. So get this number back up. Look at that, we're in danger now. There we go, up to 66, but we're still in danger. Most buildings need workers in order to function. However, if a sector doesn't have enough workers, its inhabitants will turn to overwork to keep the facilities running correctly. Overwork is based on the total workers needed in active buildings to run the sector and the number of fit workers present in the sector. Injured or starving crew are not available to work. The more overwork there is in a sector, the less safe the workplace will be, leading to accidents. Overwork can be checked in the sector view at the bottom left corner of the screen. In order to reduce overwork, either turn off some buildings or transfer more workers to the affected sector if multiple sectors are open. Well, we don't have the option of that. So we've just been sent 20 workers. Science ship has arrived at Mars. Right, so... yeah, let's repair the oxygen. So we can either repair the fault in exchange for 20 units of alloy, or we can repair the oxygen supply system in exchange for research data. I think we'll go for the alloy. Will we? I don't know. So has that cost us that? So it's going to cost us 10 and 10, and the possible reward is science. Okay, I get it. I get it. Okay. So it's a good job I split the difference, really, then. So I think I should possibly... there he is, loading up. That's very cool. I am liking this. Let's get a mining ship and another cargo ship on the go. Ah, what don't I have enough of? Crew. Yeah, I don't have enough crew. Okay, well, we got a mining ship. Let's see if that's going to help us out. We've almost got a mining ship. Got a few food items, that's good. We've only got 60 polymer left. Where was that list of what you can swap into what? That would be handy to pull up again.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Excellent. Got 60 science, that's quite a lot. The oxygen supply system has been repaired and the relationship between Dolos and our competitor has improved by 42%. And they're on their way back. But the science ship is not. Can I send them to, like, anywhere? There's no resources left there. Oh. Okay, don't go too far out, it seems. Aha. A signature resembling that of an EKP propulsor has been detected. EKP propulsion technology is the exclusive property of Dolos, yet records indicate that the company has not deployed any missions to the sector. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. So, let's go and explore. Find out what's going on. Fantastic. I think we're doing okay. Is there anything else I can build? We got 30, 60, 75. Let's plan ahead a bit, shall we? Science ships, it can support up to 3 ships. So how would I get another docking bay in here? I guess I can't, because I've put the science machine there. I could put one this side. Let's try that. finish my video then, okay? Coming down the path. Okay. Striking shadows. That'll make you feel better. Oh great, my pause button doesn't work anymore. Okay. Let's carry on here. Research the EVA airlock in the technology tree. How do I get to the technology tree? Okay, like that. EVA airlock. Research. Repairs the hull and can construct exterior
Science
structures.
ship has arrived at destination.
Alrighty, science ship has arrived at destination. This is cool, I like this. Uh-huh. The signature will soon enter the atmosphere of Saturn. So I can either send a team to investigate, see if we can locate the signature source, or once the signature has passed through Saturn's atmosphere, the HOPES team will analyze EKP residues and verify the signature's origin. But we don't get any science for that, so let's have a go. Risk it for a biscuit, that's what I say. We're lacking 3 of these things. And I don't think we have any, do we? Unless that's some. It's probably the wrong thing to build, I'd say. The EVA airlock has been unlocked. Now I've got to build an EVA airlock. Bet it's huge. Yes, it is. So now I can't fit it anywhere. Okay. I think delete that building. Can I not delete it before it's built? Current building is in the process of being destroyed. Okay, so we'll give that a few minutes and then we'll build it there. I wonder if it's worth moving this. So I have a mining ship over here somewhere. So let's kind of get ahead of the curve. And have this mining ship go and mine us. Okay, I don't know what these things are. What are these things? Well, let's go for hydrogen. That's crystals. Oh, what is this? I wish it would tell me what they are. I can't remember. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, you can filter which... Let's go get some... I don't know what to get. Let's get some of this. So they're going to go to Conan. Where's Conan? Ah, nice. A prototype rocket sent by the UN seems to use a variation on EKP propulsion. We have stripped it down and recovered informational schematics and resources. We found 40 science. That's pretty bloody good. Any other missions popped up? They're gathering the science now. Okay, good. I'm not sure if that's actually going to do anything, but live and learn, live and learn. Right, so we found space for the EVA airlock. We've got just enough power. No, we don't have enough power. We don't have enough power. Should I get rid of some of these? How much power do these take? 1, 2, 3, 4. Still wouldn't be enough power. I could dismantle that, move that to the middle. That would give us enough power temporarily. That's not a terrible idea, that. The science ship Hope has completed its action on the Saturn Dark Side of Saturn event. Okay, we got 40 units. Okay, still going. It says the science ship Hope retrieved all science from Saturn, but it's still counting down. So I don't think they did. I think you're wrong. But I'm pretty new to the game, so I don't know for sure. We'll see what the game says we need next. I've just seen how that rotates around the sectors. Look at this. Very dark. Okay, that's cool. 80%, we're nearly there. Oh, that's how I turn the power off there, look. Cool. Right, so just out of interest, what is my cargo ship doing? Roachmore. Okay, so we've got all the science from there. Are there any other science areas cropping up? What's this? It's my ship. Okay. I guess we'll just leave them there for now. No, 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 no. I don't want that there because I want to build another airlock. So let's put a road there. Let's just put it there. Just want to get these boxes out the way. Alright. We're getting there. We are getting there. And I wonder whether it makes sense to have this guy collecting hydrogen.
Power supply overloaded.
Yeah, thought as much. Incoming transmission.
Administrator, due to insufficient levels of electricity generation, Sector 1's power demand has overloaded. Stanford routines recommend that you construct an external solar panel to boost overall electrical output.
Okay. Turn the power back on. How do I turn the power back on? With an active EVA airlock, the Tickwin's crew is able to manage the station's exterior, repair the hull and build and upgrade contraptions such as solar panels to generate more power. Okay. To manage the exterior of the station, click on the Tikwin icon, the action panel. Multiple EVA airlocks will speed up exterior activities. Power is the representation of the electrical energy needed to run a building. Your station starts with a capacity of 60 power total. The power gauge showing the current use is located at the top of the interface. The larger your station grows, the more power you will need to sustain your needs. The main way to increase power is to build solar panels through the EVA airlock. To turn power on or off in a building, you can either enable or disable it through the building panel through the power grid view. To use this view, click the button under the power gauge. When you run out of power, either by losing output or powering on a building when you don't have enough power available, power overload occurs. If you do not have any batteries present, overloads lead directly to blackouts. At first, your buildings are not equipped to withstand power overloads, and accidents will happen. To be able to boot the system back up, the station needs a one-cycle cooldown. If batteries are present, these will provide power to their respective sectors in the interim. At the end of this cooldown, if the power stored in the sector's batteries lasted for the duration of the cycle, the system boots online automatically. If not, you will enter a blackout. A blackout is when the stored up power in a sector's battery runs out of all buildings shut down. If the blackout occurred when moving the station, the power will turn back on automatically. If the blackout occurred during an overload... Have I read that? But beware, if you try to turn the power back on and there is still too great a power demand for the system capacity with too many buildings, you will plunge back into overload. Okay. So turn it back on.
Restored.
So, I need to build a There we go. So we're building one solar panel item. I'm not entirely sure where it's going to be put. On the outside bit, I think. It kind of picked that and did it itself, and I just kind of went, yeah, okay, that looks good. I'm not entirely sure where exactly it's going to be put. It's going to take a little while anyway. Oops. Okay, so the airlock is working. We're up and running. We're just getting no science, that's all. Ah, we've just researched the Vole engine. That's lucky. Good bit of timing. So, exterior view. Build. The Vole engine, is that it? Fantastic. Oh, there it is. That's the section there. So that is going to allow us to move the station to different places, I guess. Oh, this game is cool. I like this game. Okay. I'm kind of getting the gist of everything. I kind of understand what I'm doing and where and why. Yes, I'd like you to store that for now. Just to get it all out the way. That's the plan. Clear some space. So if I come in here and start disassembling this, then I can rebuild it over here, hopefully. Why is that being destroyed? So we've already got 85 power, look at that. Okay, I don't know why that's being destroyed. I must have ordered it by accident. Okay, let's try that again then. Stockpile small. Is being destroyed as well. Okay. So it's happening slowly. Why has that got 0 resources? Why has that got 0 storage? I don't understand. Because we're building stuff outside. Okay, that makes sense. That makes good sense. So we should have a solar panel visible here somewhere. Is that it? I think that might be it, yeah. And that's what's giving us the extra power. We are running seriously low on food. That's a big concern. So I've ordered this guy, the Roachmore, to gather food. Ah, it's just got 30 from somewhere. The Urshanabi's supplies have replenished. Okay, good. So that's going over there. That's going to get us 30 units of food. But where else can we get food from? There's no filter here. Okay. So that must be our only food source at the moment, which is not good. Okay, we've nearly got a Vole engine though. And that will allow us to move, and then we can find more food, I guess. Incoming transmission.
Administrator, the different phases of preparation, calibration, and verification were successfully completed. You must now start the Vole bonding procedure.
Okay.
Dolos protocols now deem you competent to gather resources, knowledge, and test colonization routines once you reach Proxima Centauri. Before you do so, Vanir Dolos, Marduk Council founder and Dolos CEO, wants to talk to you.
Ooh.
Hello, Administrator. I'm glad to see that you have managed to complete your assignments in preparation for this unique moment in history.
Thank you.
You must understand that this is not simply another chapter in humanity's story.
Okay.
The book of our life on Earth is over, and we stand now at its epilogue. It saddens me to think that there are many who have yet to comprehend the reality of our situation. We've endured endless cycles of war, crisis, and famine. Still, the worst is yet to come. There are others like Dolos who have prepared for this outcome, but most of our kind remain sheltered from the horror of the predicament we find ourselves in. This pale ghost of civilization will wither and die, and with it, the tenets and values of the past. As we prepare to leave this system for the first time, perhaps we must decide which fragments we will pick up and take forward with us. Through Dolos, I am offering mankind an alternative means of survival. The Tycoon is a tablet upon which we will carve our new history. Do you recognize why I have done all of this? Having foreseen our fate, I became fixated on altering it. I set about fashioning the ropes and tying the knots that would bind together this magnificent ship. It is true that our time in this world is brief, but at least I can rest assured knowing that my legacy will endure for eons. Farewell, Administrator. For the few who stand in the light and the many who dwell in the dark, you carry the fate of us all.
Very cool. EKP tutorial, space travel. Electrokinetic propulsion, or EKP for short, enables movement of the Ticon between stellar objects and various points of interest within a planetary system. Powering the EKP engines requires rerouting all of the power of the station, meaning that your batteries take over during travel. If a blackout occurs during EKP movement, it will resolve itself automatically when arriving at its destination. In order to issue a travel order, click the Ticon icon located at the bottom of the screen on the planetary system map. Points of interest range from planets to space stations and more. When moving, the hull of the Ticon deteriorates at a faster rate than when it's idle. How cool is this game? Move Ticon into the orbit of the moon. Not that screen then. Okay, I'm confused. How do I move the Ticon? Oh, there. But we got no batteries. So everything's just going to turn off for a minute, I guess. Look at that. That's so cool. Are we there? No. Look at that. We move very slowly. Can I watch? Goodbye, Earth. And there's the moon. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, that's full. That's still being disabled. Initiate a Vole jump via the button in the planetary system. Space travel. The Vole engine enables space travel between planetary systems. In order to use the Vole engine, it requires charging for a period of time. During this, all the Tiquan's power is redirected towards the engine, meaning that your batteries will activate. If your battery is empty during the blackout will automatically be resolved. Is that the one I just read? It's basically the same bit of information, isn't it? To power up the Vole engine, click on the Vole button located at the bottom of your screen on the planetary system map. When the charge is finished, click it again in order to jump.
Charging Vole engine.
Ooh. Exciting. Let's try and bring our science ship back, otherwise he's going to be left behind, isn't he? Incoming transmission.
Administrator, because of your continued successful management of the Tycoon, Dolos have authorized the dispatch of new crew members and food supplies. Please ensure that they have suitable accommodation once you reach Proxima Centauri. Vole engine ready.
Okay, so we're ready to jump. What about the science ship? Oh, should I just do it? Let's just do it. What's the worst that could happen? So I nearly said that needs to have some audio, but apparently in space, because there's no air, there's no sound. Pretty trippy. What's going on?
The Earth, our home, she is unique. Held in its bosom are the ingredients of evolution. Beyond raw survival, beyond the safety of comfort, we, humanity, pursue something greater. We have learnt, persevered, shaped our knowledge from that which is found in the furthest realms of science. However, humanity has brought destruction to the earth, polluted its blood, choked its breath. Today we are paying the price for this. We know the taste of a dying world. But the earth is not to be our grave. A mother does not wish to see her children disappear with her. She wishes to see instead courage in her children, to carry on. Dolos carries this courage. We have gone further than any nation, moved faster than any corporation, hand in hand with those who, like us, carry that courage. The Tycoon Station is both an epilogue of these endeavors and a prologue to humanity's next steps. Our Council of Scientists leads the vanguard. They know, as do we all, that the survival of humanity now depends on what we glimpse out there in the dark. That we are masters of our own destiny. That we must go as a species bound together, pushing further into the unknown. We set sail on this new sea because there is hope to be found, horizons to explore, and because our very existence depends on it. I give you the stars. I give you the Vole engine.
Whoa. Whoa, that was unexpected. I kind of felt like it was building up to something, but I didn't think that was going to be it. My God, that's insane. That was amazing, guys. Please tell me in the comment section what you think of that game. If you'd like to see more when the game releases, please do. Let me know in the comment section. Hit the old like button. Give me some indication that you found that interesting, and I'll be sure to follow it up. I thought that was brilliant. I enjoyed all of that. Wow. Brilliant game. Absolutely stunning game. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.